Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. We're getting ready to hit the road in the RV for the first time in almost 2 years. Since Kendall was diagnosed with cancer, we haven't obviously been able to do any proper RVing. We did take it up to the hospital a couple times and stayed on it during some of those treatments. You guys saw that, but yeah, first time to really hit the road and do a proper trip in quite some time. Now that also means that this thing has been sitting for a while, so I've spent the last week doing a bunch of maintenance and upkeep and just making sure it's going to be roadworthy. So I've got a few of those items that I've got to finish up today. Then we're going to hit the road first thing in the morning, and the girls are super pumped. Also, since it's been sitting here, we did a bunch of upgrades to it as I had time in between treatments. So we've got a bunch of stuff. We've got a bunch of stuff that we need to test. Like I replaced all of the electrical system and put a whole Victron system in here. I replaced the refrigerator. I switched out from the Dometic absorption style fridge to this Norcold 12-volt fridge. I put lithium batteries on. I did all kinds of stuff that is kind of unproven, if you will. I mean, it's been sitting here, it's been operating, everything seems to be working fine, but we haven't really actually been able to use it camping yet, so hopefully there's no issues there. Letting stuff sit is the worst. I was trying to check the propane tanks on my app. Of course, the batteries are dead on the little sensors, and I don't know, or maybe it's just not connecting. I don't really know, but so I got to take this apart and like physically see if I can figure out how much propane is left in our tanks. But then I got to thinking, can the Mopica sensors connect to the Victron system? Like, can I just see that on my display screen and then through the Victron app instead of having all the different apps? I don't know. We're gonna look into it. I'm gonna take these, probably just go ahead and top them off and get them filled up anyways. And then I don't have to worry about it at all on the whole trip. That's another nice thing about switching to that 12-volt fridge is I don't have to rely on propane tanks for keeping the fridge cold, you know, while it's not hooked up to shore power or whatever. It's just, we got plenty of batteries now, plenty of solar. So, fridge is self-sufficient. We just need these for cooking. All right. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Beeve. We're the Brody Bunch, and you know, a couple years ago, we started this channel. We were doing RV trips and that sort of thing. And then our middle daughter, Kendall, got diagnosed with cancer. She had a kind of a rare form of cancer called neuroblastoma. Pretty rare situation for her because she was much older than most kids that are diagnosed with this cancer. Usually they're in like the kind of newborn to about 3 or 4 years old. And she was 8 at the time of diagnosis. And originally she was diagnosed with stage 2, high risk, and usually it's like stage 4, high risk, not her age. Anyways, so she's been fighting that for the last 1.5 years. Many of you have been following along with that, and we love all the support. I'm sorry there hasn't been any videos in a while, but she's doing awesome. She's doing so good. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's almost at the end of the road here. And that's why we're squeezing this trip in now during the summer. The rest of the kids are out of school, and we had this week before her next treatment. So we're trying to squeeze a quick, fun RV trip in since she's feeling so good, and it's so freaking hot in South Carolina. We decided we should jump on the RV, head north, get up into the mountains, see if we can find some cooler weather. So that's the deal. That's who we are. That's a little bit of the backstory. Excited to have you here. Okay, you know, you always got to get a few extra things while you're at the old Tractor Supply. Actually, I did need some batteries and stuff because I want to replace the batteries in the tire pressure sensors. But let's check the checklist. What else do we got to do? All right, got batteries, check. Propane's checked. Dielectric grease, check. A few more things I'm gonna have to stop at Target. We can wrap this thing up. I'm gonna weigh the tongue weight on the trailer for the first time because I think I'm kind of maxing out my truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, 3/4 ton truck, 14,000 pound trailer. I think we're right there. Alright. I wasn't actually supposed to get this. Brandy asked me to get a new ice tray for the freezer because the old one was like getting kind of gross looking and stuff. And, you know, typical dad fashion. Got an ice maker because I don't think an ice tray is going to cut it. So let's see if an ice maker might be the ticket to keeping some cold drinks in this hot weather. It is like 102 degrees here right now. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the ticket right here. We go through so much ice because the kids always want ice in their water, and man, this is great. This is like the size of a coffee maker. I think that's where we'll go, right there. Should I be this excited about this? Or am I like weird? This is awesome. Let's plug it in, let's get it making ice, and we'll go do with tire pressures, and we'll weigh the front of this thing. Alright. I think we're going to shift a few things around. That coffee maker is going to move down. Ice maker is going to move in. Oh, yes. Alright. Is that enough? Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Wow, okay, cool. Power. Oh, do you see this? It's like moving in there. Okay, cool. Well, we'll let that do its thing. We'll see if we can connect the propane sensors to the Victron system, do tire pressures, weigh the tongue, do all the things while it's making ice, and pretty excited about it. Okay. Let's get a new battery in this guy. I'll cut my fingers off. Man, this thing's broken. I have to solder this now. You know, every time I've had like an issue with these Mopica propane tank sensors, it's usually something like this. Like now I'm gonna have to resolder this thing, but the last time it was just like all corroded inside and just nasty and messed up and like unusable, so I replaced it, and this time it's broken. So I guess that's partially why I wasn't getting a reading, or fully why I wasn't getting a reading. Probably got a dead battery too or whatever, but yeah. See if we can't get the solder joint back together, get it fired up, get it connected to the Victron system, and then what I'd like to do is just consolidate all stuff. I don't like having 14,000 apps and me being the only one that knows what's going on. I want my wife or daughter or friends or anybody to be able to just like hop on there, look at the screen, and see a big picture of like what's going on with the RV as a whole, and not missing things like the fact that we're out of propane or something. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, let's see what's left. Sanitized tanks, done. That's the thing I did the other. That's, you know, a couple days process if anyone's ever done that before. But make sure I'm really stay on top of sanitizing the tanks because we can't afford for Kendall to get some sort of bacterial infection, being immunocompromised and that sort of thing. So did that. I got that, dielectric grease, ice maker, case of water, tires and pressures, mess batteries, propane refill, wash RV, scrub the awning, the solar panels. That just leaves one thing. Let's see how heavy the front of this trailer is and if I'm like maxing out my truck. Okay, so my truck here is a 2020 Chevy 2500 and I just looked it up. I think I'm gonna be okay. I thought the load was a little bit lower than it actually is, but it says 3,600 to 3,900 pounds of load capacity in the bed. There's no way this is that much. At least I hope it's not. Yeah, I've weighed the whole trailer before. It was like 14,000 pounds or so, and plus the truck, and I was like almost 20,000 pounds total. The trailer tongue weight shouldn't be more than probably, you know, 10% or so of the weight of the trailer. Also, this is probably a really sketcy way of doing this. I don't know how else to do it. I got this tongue weight scale thing on Amazon. This is a 2,000 pound 1 ton capacity. I think it was like 120 or 150 bucks or something. So that seems like a good value and peace of mind. So basically I'm going to jack up on this, and when it starts to lift the trailer off of the tongue jack, we'll see what the weight is. I assume it's going to be, I don't know, maybe it's like 1,600 pounds or so. Let's find out. 800, 1,000, 1,200. All right, so we got weight off, and we're maxing out just about 1,600 pounds. That's great. That's where I really hoped to be. That falls within, you know, roughly that 10%. 1,400 pounds maybe would have been 10%, but within a couple hundred pounds. I felt pretty good about that. Oh, and then when I, oh, you can see when I weigh, when I make it sway. Yeah, cool. Okay. Hey you ready to go on the RV tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cam, you ready for some RVing?
Yep.
Are you just so excited to go on the RV?
Yeah.
And you have a new bed on the RV now?
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah.
Are you going to sleep in it?
No.
At least you're honest. Kendall. Hi. How's it going?
Jinx.
I love your little snuggie situation here.
Yep. Me too.
You
I can go like this. Wait. Hold on. I'm sitting on it.
Nice. You ready to go on the RV?
Yep.
A little road tripping? Back in action? You know, it's been 2 years since we went on like a proper road trip.
I know. I do know that. Because that was in like 2022.
Yeah.
Like Hannah was, well, not like 2021, I think. Because Hannah was almost 2. Or almost
2021. No, I'm sorry, 2022.
What?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You look great.
I know. I always do.
We haven't done any updates in a while.
That was my stomach.
Yeah. Anyways, Kendall's doing great. You want to show him your fresh hair in the morning? All right, tomorrow.
I know.
We'll tell him where we're going. We'll show him your hair.
It's not morning. The morning is tomorrow.
I know. We'll show them.
And then the morning is the next day. And then the morning is the next day.
Somebody's smart.
Yeah, I know. I was born like that, you know?
All right. It is, well, it's bright to begin with. Sorry about that. It is travel day. Everyone's excited. Brandy's got all the girls over in our office using the restroom before we hit the road. I gotta pack a few things up, get hitched up, and then we got about 8 hours of driving. As I pulled into the lot this morning, I see that there is like a trailer blocking my way around to the exit, so I think I'm gonna have to end up backing this out of the entrance up into our parking lot and then leaving that way. So that ought to be interesting. Alright, got all that hooked up. I like to turn on the lights, turn on the hazards, go do a quick walk around, make sure all my lights are lighting. Looks good. Looks good. Most importantly, tail lights be lighting. All that looks good. All right, everything looks good. Backup camera's good. Tire pressures are good. Trailer brakes work good. We are headed to Tennessee. We're going to the Pigeon Forge area, to the Ridge Outdoor Resort. Looks wonderful. Looks beautiful. We're excited to check that out. Who's the most excited?
Me. I'm excited for the roller coaster. I'm excited for...
I even put the directions in before we left. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I used to wait till we were like down the road and be like, wait, where are we going? What time are we gonna get there? All right, so currently from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina to like Sevierville, Tennessee, this is claiming 6 hours, get there about 3:30, which would be ideal, except for we know it's gonna take us longer than that, right? We gotta stop for lunch. We got 4 girls in the car. We got a solid 8 hours. 6 hours, not so much. 8 hours.
As long as we get there before dinner.
All right, here we go. Okay, first stop. We are just south of Columbia, South Carolina. Things have been great. Traffic sucked a little bit, but we're moving right along. Thankfully, we knew we weren't going to be in a huge hurry. The girls are doing awesome. Hannah's doing really good. No complaining or anything crazy like that. So we're just going to probably run inside of here, grab some Subway, get back on the road, and keep heading north to Tennessee. Look who it is. Say hi. Look, we got the RV with us. What do you think? Get out because we can't see. Captain's log. GPS has been telling us 2 more hours for about 5 hours.
It's down to 137. So.
And it was just like traffic jam. It's like we make it about, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes and then traffic stops again. Plus the rain and all that sort of stuff. So right now, estimated time of arrival is 7:18 p.m. Originally it was 3:30 p.m. We were hoping we'd show up about 5:30. I guess that it's probably going to be closer to 8 realistically by the time we get there.
Yeah.
That will have put us on the road for 11 hours for a 6-hour drive.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
April, and this is Robert. Bye.
Bye. It's so cool to see some of you guys and meet you. You know, like she just waved us down. She had a sign for Kendall that said, "You're a fighter, Kendall," and it's just so interesting to be in other parts of the country and people knowing who Kendall is and cheering her on, and really because she saw the RV, right? It has, you know, we've got the Brody Bunch in the back of our RV, so they recognize that. But anyways, it's just super cool, and we love the support for Kendall. And, yeah, it's just kind of humbling, I guess. What?
That thing said RVs left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice place. Got all our stuff squared away. By the way, for the record, it is about 7:30, so my 8 o'clock prediction was wrong. Which way do we go?
I will go out too.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I still got it. Okay, we are in now. Let's check for level. Connecting. Cool. All right, so looks like driver's side needs to go up like half an inch. Let's see if we can pull off one block under one wheel to just get this little half inch. Let's see what happens. That should be just enough. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Don't get no better than that. All right, let's do it. All right, so Victron's looking good. 100% on the battery. It was charging solar while we were driving, while powering the fridge. Like, man, that's great. All right, and I can turn the AC on off the batteries. So now you're seeing AC load. So it's inverting power. It's pulling 400 watts out of the battery. I can get the AC going while I hook up and finish leveling out. It's pretty good. I almost just made a huge failure, like massive mistake. I got super close to this wall. I got everything leveled out, blah, blah, blah. I let this slide out, not really considering that the angle things are at. Look how close this is. Oh my goodness, are you joking me? I'm like an inch and a half, maybe less, barely a finger from smashing that slide into that wall. But I guess we're maximizing the pad here. Wowzers, that was a tight one. Brandy, look at what I just did.
You want this cup? Okay, can I have this? Thank you.
I want that too. I want that purple.
You want that purple too?
Yeah. I want that one. I want that.
Okay.
Oh man, it is nice to finally be set up, sitting down and relaxing. Let's catch up about Kendall. Let's talk about Kendall for a minute. Let you guys know what's been happening the last several weeks since there hasn't really been a video update, and the treatment she's been going through and what she has coming up. So right now she's doing one treatment a month of this immunotherapy, and if you've seen Kendall go through these treatments, this will have been her 8th treatment. She has 2 left to do. One of them is right after this trip. So that'll be her July treatment, and then she has 1 more in August, and then hopefully she's done. Historically, these treatments are like really painful. She's had lots of complications through them. Not to the extent that some kids do, but it has been tough. It's been a very difficult treatment to get through, and there's a whole bunch of videos on these things if you want to go back and watch them. But the last round that we did was probably the best and the smoothest that we've had yet. We have figured out a protocol for Kendall that works really, really good for her. She has urinary retention issues still, and that's the last piece of the puzzle that we have a hard time figuring out, that I'm not so sure that we will figure out, but we just got to get through it 2 more times. Otherwise, she's doing so good. I mean, look, she's sitting here, she's hanging out. We haven't really addressed your hair, Kendall. You look, can we appreciate how beautiful Kendall is?
And cute.
And cute.
Do you?
This is the second time her hair has grown back. It was about this long once before. You guys didn't see that because we were still in the middle of treatments and she wasn't super comfortable about it yet. But she ended up doing more chemo and it all fell out and that sort of thing. But it's back and it should be here to stay. So we're really excited about it. She looks awesome. Everyone's just obsessed with her hair, and a lot of times their hair comes back a different color or curly or something like that, but her hair was really dark as a baby and then it went like bleach blonde. And this picture right here from our summer RV trip down in the Keys a couple years ago is like probably one of my favorite pictures of Kendall, and all this hair blowing around from a fan and stuff. So I'm excited to get it back to that point. But look at her now. Look at her. She's out here rollerblading, living it up, being careful, right?
Pedal, can you help me?
Hannah, you are just cute as a button as well, and you're becoming a little bit easier to deal with, a little less, well, I won't say she's less aggressive, but she can communicate. So she just tells you what she wants and demands it rather than screaming and crying. But you did such a good job in the car. I'm proud of you. Give me 5. Good job. 1 more. Good job. You got a joke for me?
Yeah.
What you got?
What do you call a cooked crab?
A cooked crab. I don't know.
Crab legs. I love crab legs.
Oh my gosh.
So I made up the joke myself.
And did I mention where we are? We are at the Ridge Outdoor RV Resort in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is like the Pigeon Forge area. You're probably familiar with it. This place is absolutely stunning. Great place. Okay, I'm gonna go throw some steaks on the grill. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get notified of future RV videos or updates about Kendall. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.